Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kelly, and if you're a returning subscriber, then welcome on back. You guys, today I am going to be reviewing and using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Rose Metals palette. So this is a palette that's on the newer side. I think it maybe came out a couple weeks ago or a month ago, but that's neither here or there because this, I feel like, is one of the ultimate fall palettes just from what I've seen so far. You guys, I haven't seen many fall palettes. Like, I know that Too Faced relaunched one of their palettes, but lately I'm feeling like Too Faced is kind of releasing the same palettes over and over. I don't know if I'm the only one getting that vibe, but I just didn't want to purchase that palette. So I purchased this one instead. So you guys, this is the palette. It comes with 12 eyeshadows and pressed pigments, so I'm really excited for that. As far as pricing goes, this palette was $55. For me personally, that is a little bit on the expensive side for 12 eyeshadows, so I'm hoping that it's worth it because usually like my Morphe palettes are like 20 something dollars, $30, and I get a whole bunch of shades, so I have high expectations for this. But before I move on into using the shadows, I'm going to swatch a few just so we can see what we're working with. That is super pretty. Okay. That was just a few of the 12 shades. Actually, it was 6 of 12. So I'm not going to swatch them all because I'm ready to just use the palette. But I did want to give y'all like a brief kind of look at what the palette is looking like. I'm not gonna lie, the greens in this palette are super cute, but I feel like I just did a green look, so I probably won't be dipping into the green at all today. We'll see. Oh, and one thing I did forget to mention is this palette does come with a mirror, which I personally love. I feel like just being able to look at the mirror while I'm doing my eyeshadow, I love that. So yeah, I pretty much already I already primed my eyes off camera, so they did crease a little bit. I used the P. Louise Rumor Base, I think in the shade 04, so I'm just buffing that out a little bit more. Taking a dry beauty blender, patting that in, and this should just help me keep that base in place. Okay, so it's time to dip into our palette today. The first shade that I'm going to be taking on my lid is called Sun Rose. This is a super pretty orangey shade, and I'm just kind of plopping this on my eye. Now, I personally am a little heavy-handed when it comes to everything in my life, but the shadow did crumble a little bit when I dipped into it. Hopefully I don't experience too much fallout with that. The blend is really good. I love a nice blend on a shadow. I feel like on this eye it came off way more pigmented for some reason, so I'm gonna just go back in with this color. And this is such a nice orange. I'm really feeling this. So that turned out really cute. And for my next shade, I'm going to be taking the shade Dune. It looks like a brick red. It's very pigmented. I'm trying not to tap so hard into this palette because I feel like I'm just going hard and I'm not trying to. Like, I have no idea why that's happening. I'm just plopping in this shade to my crease because I want to give my eye some dimension. Yo, I swear I say this all the time, but I really need to get into the gym because I have no like strength in my arms whatsoever. No upper body strength, and I just feel like, why can't I feel it when I do my makeup? Like, that is not good. Like, I can definitely feel like being in this position and like just I'm having to hold my arms up and then of course hold the palette up. Why does that hurt? Like, that should not hurt. Well, not hurt, but it's like it feels crazy. There is an even darker color in this palette. It's called Noble, and I'm actually going to take this same brush, dip into Noble, and just make sure I have this shade as dark as I want it to go. On my outer corner. Going back into Sunrose, I'm going to make sure that everything is blended out to my likings. Now for my lid shade, I'm actually going to take this color Element with a flat brush, and I'm going to pack this on my lid. And I just want to go back into the shade Dune. Make sure I didn't lose that shade. Now I'm going to be adding some eyeliner. I actually got this They're Real Extreme Precision liner. This is by Benefit Cosmetics, and this is the shade Extra Brown. So I actually didn't even know that I purchased the color brown, so awkward. But I think this might work for what we're doing today. I'm not gonna lie, that was rough. I'm gonna have to try this again when I don't have such a dark shade on my lid. It said extra brown, so I thought that it would be really pigmented, but not so much. So moving on, let's go into mascara now. So this is the Tower 28 mascara in the shade Jet. So I'm assuming it's gonna be really black. Okay, it's not bad. I feel like I have like not lengthy eyelashes, but I have lashes, so can't go too wrong with mascara, although I have had some bad mascaras before that literally do nothing for me. This is not one of them. Actually, that was really good. Ain't gonna lie, sometimes I be wanting to like not wear lashes, but the lashes do something for the looks. So I'm gonna find a pair of lashes and I'll be right back. Guys, I popped on my lashes, and so now I'm going to use some makeup wipes because I feel like I have some fallout, which I kind of was talking about that earlier. I felt like the powders were too powdery. I don't know how to explain it, but I definitely have some. Yep, you can see right here. I definitely had some fallout from this palette, which is okay. This is not the first palette I've had. Sometimes I know, like I said earlier, I feel like I'm a little heavy-handed, but in this instance, I think it's actually the palette. I'm going to go in with some primer today because it's time to start on the face. So I'm just going to be using this e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And I'm going to use 2 pumps today. I want to do some light makeup, but I want it to stay because I think I might record another video after this, but I'm not sure. Ooh. For concealer today, I'm going to take this Sephora concealer in the shade Pecan Pie. I'm just applying this under my eye where I want to brighten up a little bit. My Persona stick to contour. And for foundation, I actually have this new foundation by Makeup Forever. This came out a month or so ago, and I'm already like not sure if this is my shade or not. It looks kind of light. Let me see. Yeah, that looks kind of light. That actually might work. So I just put some on the back of my hand and just gonna apply it. And now I'm just gonna take a little bit of spray. So now I'm just buffing out that concealer that I applied. And you guys, I'm actually really into this method where you apply your different face products, something's on my face, in different areas. I don't know, I think it really helps keep down on the cakey makeup. So before I set my face, I have one more product that I want to try, and this is the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush in the shade Grateful. I know it's really red, but I am eager to try this. I'm only going to use a little bit so I don't completely F everything up because I have a really good base going right now. And then I'm actually going to take this brush that I patted in my concealer with. I'm just going to blend, blend, blend. This is super, super pigmented. I'm actually shook, and I might have to add some foundation to kind of cover it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Guys, you can fix everything with makeup. I feel like that looks so cute though with the foundation. Now it's time to set underneath my eyes, and for this I'm going to be taking the One Size powder. So I'm just dumping some of that off, dumping some of that out into the lid. Now I'm going to be taking a brush and dusting off some powder. Now that the face is pretty much done, I want to go back into the eye, and I'm going to take this matte brown liner by Kylie Cosmetics and apply this in my waterline. I literally hate that part. I feel like I'm crying right now. And so after that, I have to be very careful with this part because I'm gonna go in with the shade Dune. I have to be careful because this palette has a lot of fallout, but I'm gonna take the shade Dune and give myself some under eye shadow. For lip liner, I'm going to take the shade Chestnut. For gloss, I'm going to take the shade Honey Waffles, and this is the Fenty lip cream. Okay guys, here is the final look. I do want to give a few thoughts about this palette. I will say that it did crumble a lot. I don't know if it's because of the shimmery aspects that was with the shades, although even some of the shades that didn't have as much shimmer, I feel like they kind of crumbled a little. There was a lot of fallout going on there, but like I said, I've had palettes before that had fallout. So overall, I think I'm gonna have to give this palette a 7.5. 7.5 being because I really did like the shades of this palette, like really cute. Love the fall palette. It's on the lower side because it is $55. I'm pretty sure I have some of those shades scattered around in other palettes. I would have to find it out. I think a lot of the times nowadays we really are just paying for a color story and sometimes not as much the quality. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? Like, I really appreciate it when you guys subscribe and give videos thumbs up because it really helps me in the long run. So don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, you guys.